Welcome everybody to the start of Let's Play Pokémon LeafGreen. This has been a game I have been super excited to play, so let's get into it. First, the controls. The various buttons will be explained in the order of their importance. The D-pad. This moves the main character, also used to choose various data headings. The A button, used to confirm a choice, check things, chat, and scroll text. The B button, used to exit, cancel a choice, and cancel a mode. Very self-explanatory. The Start button, press this button to open the menu. Simple enough. The Select button, used to shift items and to use a registered item. This will come up a bit later. And finally, the L and R buttons, the shoulder buttons if you would. If you need help playing the game or on how to do things, press the L or R button. In the world which you are about to enter, you will embark on a grand adventure with you as the hero. Speak to people and check things wherever you go, be it towns, roads, or caves. Gather information and hints from every source. New paths will open to you by helping people in need, overcoming challenges, and solving mysteries. At times, you will be challenged by others and attacked by wild creatures. Be brave and keep pushing on. Through your adventure, we hope that you will interact with all sorts of people and achieve personal growth. That is our biggest objective. Press the A button and let your adventure begin. Absolutely.
Hello there. Glad to meet you. Welcome to the world of Pokémon. My name is Oak. People affectionately refer to me as the Pokémon Professor. This world is inhabited far and wide by creatures called Pokémon. For some people, Pokémon are pets. Others use them for battling. As for myself, I study Pokémon as a profession. But first, tell me a little about yourself. Now tell me, are you a boy or are you a girl?
Well, I, of course, am a boy. Though, to be fair, I do like the girl sprite. It is cute. Still, though, for the purpose of our journey, we're a boy.
Let's begin with your name. What is it?
Well, as you already may have guessed, I'm Bread. So, what better name could we put here? Looks good to me.
Right, so your name is Bread.
Absolutely.
This is my grandson. He's been your rival since you both were babies. What was his name now?
Yes, the rival. Depending on the version of the game you're playing, say if you were playing Fire Red, these names would be different. The first name would be Blue, Ash would be Gary, and I forget the other two, but you get the point. Otherwise, let's give him a name, shall we? I think for the purpose of this playthrough, you know what? Let's just go with the classic. Let's just name him Blue. I don't see a reason why not. That's who this character's always been to me. He's Blue. Or if you watched the anime growing up, this is Gary. Still, Blue will work just as well.
Was it Blue?
For the purpose of our playthrough, yes.
That's right. I remember now. His name is Blue. Bread, your very own Pokémon legend is about to unfold. A world of dreams and adventures with Pokémon awaits. Let's go.
Oh, you don't have to tell me twice. And here we are, in our very own room. What's this? Bread played with the NES. Okay, it's time to go. And how? So, first things first, let's take a look at our menu. We have all sorts of things. The bag, equipped with pockets for storing items you've bought, received, or found. It's a phenomenally useful thing. We also have our trainer card here, where you can check your money and other game data. It's useful. Of course, we also have the ever-present save function. Save your game with a complete record of your progress to take a break. We'll be using this option quite a bit. And speaking of option. This allows you to adjust various game settings such as text speed, game rules, and some other things. Let's take a look at that. First things first, text speed. Right now it's set to mid speed. I prefer it on fast. You also have the choice of battle scene. This determines on if you'll see animations during battle, namely Pokemon using different moves. We're going to keep this on because it's fun to see them. Then there's the battle style. Right now it's set to shift, the other alternative being set. With shift, whenever you defeat a trainer's Pokemon, you will be given the option to switch out. It's not a bad idea, and frankly, this mechanic really adds some versatility to the whole game. However, I like playing on the set style. It's certainly the more classic style, especially because this is what's used in many tournaments or online or competitive play, so I like getting used to it. Otherwise, we have sound settings, mono or stereo. Take your pick, I'm gonna leave it on mono. We also have the button mode. Right now, we know that if we need help, we press L and R. We can change it to L and R, and L equals A. This basically just changes what you have to press in order to pull up the help menu. So if you set it to L and R, you need to press both at the same time. And I believe with L equals A, you need to press the left shoulder button and then A to get help, I think. It's been a while. I'll just leave it to L and R. Otherwise, we have frames. This allows you to change the look of the frame that you have for text boxes. It's cute, and I really like the customization options. I've always been a fan of frame number 2 just because it's the classic frame from all the older Pokemon games. However, I'm gonna leave it on frame 1. It's just too good looking. So, otherwise, let's save our game. We've spent a whole 2 minutes already. My goodness, time really flies, doesn't it? Fred saved the game. Beautiful. Otherwise, let's take a look at our computer. Brett booted up the PC. What would you like to do? Let's take a look at our item storage, shall we? Anything to withdraw? And wouldn't you know, our very first item, a potion. A spray-type wound medicine. It restores the HP of one Pokemon by 20 points. Seems useful. May as well withdraw it. Otherwise, we can deposit items, which does exactly what you think. Otherwise, we have a mailbox, but there's no mail here. There won't ever be mail there, so don't expect much. Otherwise, there's not a whole lot else to do up here other than look at some things, like a posted notice. If you're confused, ask for help. Press the L or R button. Sure, though we won't ever really need help. That's what I'm here for, after all. So, let's head downstairs. Hey, Mom, how's it going?
Right, all boys leave home someday. It said so on TV. Oh yes, Professor Oak next door was looking for you.
Is that so? Well, speaking of TV, what's on it? There's a movie on TV. 4 boys are walking on a railroad. On railroad tracks. I better go too. Yeah, and how? After all, we're 10. It's time to start our Pokemon journey. Ah, good old Pallet Town. So otherwise, as you can imagine, this is Fred's house. Weird that it's our house and not our mother's, but oh well. And here's Blue's house. Before we go to Oak, let's take a look around. Otherwise, hey there.
Hi, Brett. My brother Blue is out at Grandpa's lab.
Is that so? What's this? It's a big map of the Kanto region. Now this would be useful. Yeah, oh well, it's hers. Still, good to know for later. Otherwise, let's take a look around. Anything else? Ooh, couple folks. How's it going?
Is that right? Oh, look.
Sure. What's it say? Trainer tips. Press start to open the menu. Well, thank you, sign, but we already did that. Otherwise,
signs are useful, aren't they?
They sure are. They'll tell you a whole bunch of useful things, so I'd recommend reading them. Pallet Town. Shades of your journey await. Very prompt. And, how about you? Hey, come on now.
Technology is incredible. You can now store and recall items in Pokemon as data via PC.
That is quite incredible. Otherwise, can we read the sign from behind? We sure can. This is the Oak Pokemon Research Lab. Well, sounds like just where we need to go. Seems busy. Hey there.
I study Pokemon as Professor Oak's aide.
Good to know. And you? Oh, come on now.
Professor Oak may not look like much, but he's the authority on Pokemon. Many Pokemon trainers hold him in high regard.
Seems like it. And you, my good sir?
I study Pokemon as Professor Oak's aide.
Okay, so just a day job, I suppose. Otherwise, hey there, Blue. How's it going?
What? It's only bread. Gramps isn't around.
That's a shame. Someone said, well, I say someone, our mother said he was looking for us. Oh well, guess there's nothing for it. May as well just leave town. What else is there to do around here? La-da-dee.
Hey, wait, don't go out.
Huh?
It's unsafe. Wild Pokemon live in tall grass. You need your own Pokemon for your protection. I know. Here, come with me.
Well, seems like you were just busy doing something that we couldn't see. Oh well. So, what's all this about?
Gramps, I'm fed up with waiting. Blue, let me think. Oh, that's right. I told you to come. Just wait. Here, Bread. There are 3 Pokemon here. The Pokemon are held inside these Pokeballs. When I was young, I was a serious Pokemon trainer. But now, in my old age, I have only these 3 left. You can have one. Go on. Choose. Hey, Gramps, no fair. What about me? Be patient, Blue. You can have one too.
So, it's just as Professor Oak says. Before us lie one of 3 different starters, all of which are quite unique in their own regard. First and foremost,
I see. Bulbasaur is your choice. It's very easy to raise. So, Bread, you want to go with the grass Pokemon Bulbasaur?
Not quite yet. Let's see our other options.
Squirtle is your choice. It's one worth raising. So, Bread, you've decided on the water-type Pokemon Squirtle?
I can't say so. Let's see what our final option is.
Charmander is your choice. You should raise it patiently. So, Bread, you're claiming the fire Pokemon Charmander.
Can't say I am. Out of these 3, which, let me tell you, are all rather beloved, I mean, look, I've always been a fan of good old Bulbasaur. I mean, heck, he's a little frog with a cabbage on his back. Who wouldn't like him?
I see. Bulbasaur is your choice. It's very easy to raise. So, Bread, you want to go with the grass Pokemon Bulbasaur?
Absolutely.
This Pokemon is really quite energetic.
Bread received the Bulbasaur from Professor Oak. You want to give a nickname to this Bulbasaur? Absolutely. I plan on nicknaming every single one of our party members throughout the game. And let me tell you, we'll have quite a few. So, as I said earlier, it looks like he has a cabbage on his back. So, that'll be his name. Good old Cabbage.
I'll take this one then.
Blue received the Charmander from Professor Oak. So, based on what you pick, Blue's always going to counterpick you. It's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Well, thanks, Oak.
If a wild Pokemon appears, your Pokemon can battle it. With it at your side, you should be able to reach the next town.
Sounds wonderful. So, let's take a look at our Pokemon. Here's the menu. Here you can see all 6 of your potential party members. The big square on the left being who's in the lead, and the ones on the right being who's in your reserves. So, here we can read the summary and give them an item to hold. It's pretty useful. Still, let's take a look at our good old Bulbasaur. Here's Cabbage. So, his number's 001 because he's the first in the Pokedex. His name's Bulbasaur because that's the Pokemon. There's his typings, grass and poison. His original trainer is Bread, us of course, along with our ID number. He doesn't have an item, and there we can see the trainer memo. He has a sassy nature. Based on natures, you're going to get very different stats. Basically, the whole idea with natures is they determine a good stat and a bad stat. So, depending on what nature you get, you can have a very different playthrough. Some natures are very beneficial to certain Pokemon, while others aren't so great. There are so many different natures, it's hard to go over them all. Still, Sassy here is, I believe, plus special defense minus speed. So it's not the worst. Bulbasaur could certainly use more defense, though taking a hit to speed isn't fantastic. Still, it's not bad. Otherwise, let's take a look. Here's his stats. 20 out of 20 HP, 11 attack, 11 defense, 12 special attack, 12 special defense, and 9 speed. So, not terrible. We can also see how many experience points he needs to level up, and how many he currently has. We can also see the ability, which, his ability, is Overgrow. This ups grass moves in a pinch, so I believe if he's below a certain HP threshold, he'll do more damage with his grass-type moves. Not bad. Otherwise, right now, on the final page, he only has 2 moves, Tackle and Growl. If you press A, you can read exactly what they do. Tackle. It has 35 power and an accuracy of 95, so it's pretty reliable. Though, don't expect it to always hit. It might miss in pivotal moments, so be careful. Otherwise, it's a physical attack in which the user charges full body into the foe. Pretty self-explanatory. Then we have Growl, which has no power but an accuracy of 100. The user growls in a cute way, making the foe lower its attack stat. So, your basic attacking move and a bit of a debuff. Not bad. Should you press A again, you can move where the abilities go. Not bad. So, that's about all there is to explain here. So, thanks, Oak, and we'll see you later, Blue. Have a good one.
Wait, Bread, let's check out our Pokemon. Come on, I'll take you on.
Uh-oh. So here we are in our first battle. Rival Blue would like to battle. He sent out Charmander. Well, well, well. Come on, Cabbage. Let's do it.
Oh, for Pete's sake, so pushy as always. Bread, you've never had a Pokemon battle before, have you? A Pokemon battle is when trainers pit their Pokemon against each other. The trainer that makes the other trainer's Pokemon faint by lowering their HP to 0 wins. But rather than talking about it, you'll learn more from experience. Try battling and see for yourself.
Sure. Let's use Tackle. Ow. If you notice, Charmander is a bit faster than us, which isn't great.
Inflicting damage on the foe is the key to any battle.
It certainly is. So, let's just keep using Tackle. So long as we don't miss, we'll hopefully be okay. So, just keep it up. Good old bread and butter. Ooh! And there we scored a critical hit. Very lucky. Critical hits basically help you do more damage. It's kind of like any other game. I forget the exact math behind it, but don't worry about it too much. They'll happen when you least expect them. Then they can be useful, though they can also be detrimental. We'll probably see this later, but just trust me on that. Otherwise, I suppose let's finish the fight with another Tackle. Notably, you can lose this fight, so be forewarned. Okay, 69 experience. And Cabbage grew a level. Gained 2 HP, 1 attack, 1 defense, 1 special attack, 1 special defense, and 1 speed. Very nice. Player defeated, Rival Blue.
What? Unbelievable. I picked the wrong Pokemon.
And we get 80 Pokédollars for winning. Very nice.
Excellent. If you win, you earn prize money and your Pokemon will grow. Battle other trainers and make your Pokemon strong.
We certainly will.
Okay, I'll make my Pokemon battle toughen it up. Bread, Gramps, smell you later.
Well, I have a feeling we'll be hearing that a lot throughout our journey. So, let's get moving, shall we? Anything else to say?
I studied Pokemon as Professor Oak's aide.
I guess not. Well, with that out the way, perhaps now we can leave town. Still, how you doing, Cabbage? Would you look at that? For whatever reason, they fully heal you. Otherwise, if you are ever hurt and you're in Pallet Town, you can go to your mom and she'll help you rest. So it's good to keep in mind. Still though, it's time to set out in that tall grass and see what's beyond. Here on Route 1. Otherwise, hey there.
Hi. I work at a Pokemon Mart. It's part of a convenient chain selling all sorts of items. Please visit us in Viridian City. I know. I'll give you a sample. Here you go.
And we get another free potion. Very nice. So, speaking of potions, let's show off the bag. Here in the leftmost pocket, we have our items that we can use. Generally, your battle items and all sorts of things like that. Otherwise, in the main bag, we have all of our key items. We don't have any yet, but trust me, this will fill up in due time. And in the rightmost pocket, we have all of the Pokeballs we'll be receiving throughout our journey. Whether they're standard balls, great balls, ultra balls, you name it, they'll show up here. Nothing too crazy. Otherwise, while walking in tall grass, you have a chance of encountering a wild Pokemon. We haven't done it yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if it happened at some point. Our first wild battle against a Pidgey. Come on, Cabbage, let's do it, pal. So, early on, generally speaking, while moves like Growl and such are useful, they're more of a long-term strategy. Generally speaking, especially in the early game, you're just going to be hitting the tackle button over and over again, or if you had Charmander, Scratch, or whatever Squirtle has. You name it, just hit the button that does damage, you'll get through most fights just fine. Now, if you're unlucky and you miss, it might become a little dire, but if you've been diligent, you should have potions and be fine. Wow, we almost got a level off of that. Not bad. Still, though, nothing we need to concern ourselves with. And hey, already made it to Viridian City. Oh, nice. Trainer tips. The battle moves of Pokemon are limited by their power points, or PP for short. To replenish PP, rest your tired Pokemon at a Pokemon Center. Well, I think that's a phenomenal idea. Let's do just that. The Pokemon Center will be coming here very, very often. Heck, these are basically the information hubs of the game. You come to a Poké Center, you'll meet all sorts, as well as be able to access several different things. For now, hello, Nurse Joy.
Welcome to our Pokemon Center. Would you like me to heal your Pokemon back to perfect health?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll take your Pokemon for a few seconds. Thank you for waiting. We've restored your Pokemon to full health. We hope to see you again.
Thank you very much. So yeah, lucky for us, healthcare is pretty much free. So, thank goodness. Otherwise, we'd be spending a fortune. Otherwise, how's it going?
Pokemon Centers heal your tired, hurt, or faded Pokemon. They make all Pokemon completely healthy.
It's true. They're quite useful. Otherwise, hey there. There's a Pokemon Center in every town ahead. They charge no money, so don't be shy about healing Pokemon. That's correct. And, what about you, good sir?
Please feel free to use that PC in the corner. The receptionist told me so. It's so kind of her.
So yeah, Pokemon Centers will always have a PC of their own. I'd booted up the PC. Which PC should be accessed? So, we have a new option here. Rather than mail, we can still access our PC, but there's someone's PC. Accessed someone's PC. This is the Pokemon storage system. This will allow you to withdraw, deposit, move, and give items to all your Pokemon. So, if we hit withdraw, here you can find your boxes of Pokemon. We don't have any, but as you can see, they come in all sorts of varieties, and you have quite a bit of space. So don't worry about filling these up. In fact, if anything, it's a good idea to fill them up. We'll get more into that later, but for now, let's take our leave, shall we? There's nothing else we really need to do here. So, let's explore Viridian City. Hey there.
You want to know about the two kinds of caterpillar Pokemon?
Sure.
Caterpie has no poison, but Weedle does. Watch that your Pokemon aren't stabbed by Weedle's poison sting.
Good to know. So, Caterpie has no poison, huh? Good to know. Otherwise, hey there.
Those Pokeballs at your waist. You have Pokemon, don't you? It's great that you can carry and use Pokemon anytime, anywhere.
It really is. Otherwise, what's in here? Hey there.
I'm trying to memorize all my notes.
Notes, huh? Studying up? Hey there.
Okay, be sure to read what's on the blackboard carefully.
The blackboard, you say? What's on it? The blackboard lists Pokemon status problems during battle. Which topic do you want to read? So, here's all the various statuses you'll encounter throughout the game. Let's learn about them all. First, a Pokemon can't attack if it's asleep. Pokemon will stay asleep even after battles. Use Awakening to awaken one from sleep. Alright, not bad. So that's the sleep condition. What about poison? When poisoned, a Pokemon's health steadily drops. Poison lingers after battles. Use an antidote to cure poison. Alright, how about paralysis? Paralysis reduces speed and may prevent the Pokemon from moving. Paralysis remains after battles. Use Paralyze Heal for treatment. Bit of a strange one, but it's Paralysis Heal. They just had to shorten it. Otherwise, how about burns? A burn reduces attack power. It also causes ongoing HP loss. A burn remains after battle. Use Burn Heal to cure a burn. And finally, freeze. A frozen Pokemon becomes helplessly immobile. It stays frozen even after the battle ends. Use Ice Heal to thaw out the suffering Pokemon. Alright, good to know. Good to know. I wonder, can we read your notes? Let's check out the notebook. First page, Pokeballs are used to catch Pokemon. Up to 6 Pokemon can be carried in your party. People who raise and battle with Pokemon are called trainers. Turn the page? Sure. Second page, a healthy Pokemon may be hard to catch, so weaken it first. Poison, burn, or cause another status problem to weaken it. Turn the page? Sure. Third page, Pokemon trainers seek others to engage in Pokemon battles. To trainers, the taste of victory is sweet indeed. Battles are constantly waged at Pokemon gyms everywhere. Turn the page? Sure. Fourth page, the ultimate goal for all Pokemon trainers is simple. It is to defeat the top 8 Pokemon gym leaders. Do so to earn the right to face the Elite 4 of the Pokemon League.
Hey, don't look at my notes.
Well, sorry, but they were rather useful. After all, they told us what our ultimate goal is. And frankly, it's not very far off. That will be what we're doing in this journey. Still, there's more to it than that. Otherwise, what's going on here? Excuse me, ma'am, what's happening here?
Oh, Grandpa, don't be so mean. I'm so sorry he hasn't had his coffee yet.
Huh?
I absolutely forbid you from going through here. This is private property.
So, can I just,
I absolutely forbid you from going through here.
Right, okay. Well, I suppose in here? Oh, hey there, little girl. How's it going?
My daddy loves Pokemon too.
Well, that's great. Heck, I don't see why everyone wouldn't want to love Pokemon. I mean, come on, they're adorable. Otherwise, hey there, guy.
Coming up with nicknames is fun, but it's not so easy to do.
Clever names are nice, but simple names are easier to remember. That is true. We'll probably come up with some clever names of our own anyways. What's on the wall? Spearow. Name, Speary. Huh, fair enough. That is easy to remember. Well, you have a good one, little Speary. Otherwise, looks like there's a gym in this town. How interesting. Shame, though, we can't really check it out. Oh, well. Looks like the only thing really here is, this Pokemart. I think that's the last thing we need to explore anyways. So, what's going on?
Hey, you came from Pallet Town?
Yeah.
You know Professor Oak, right?
Yeah.
His order came in. Can I, get you to take it to him?
Sure. I guess we owe him anyways for helping us, get our first Pokemon. So, why not? And Red received Oak's parcel from the Pokemart. Red put the Oak's the Oak's parcel in the key items pocket. I always forget that it's called the Oak's parcel. That's so funny. So, otherwise, what do you do here, guy?
Okay, thanks. Please say hi to Professor Oak for me, too.
We, will. Otherwise, anything to say about this guy, young man?
I got to buy some potions. You never know when your Pokemon will need quick healing.
Yeah, that's not bad advice. Otherwise, hey there.
This shop does good business in antidotes, I've heard.
Wonder why that is. Well, I guess back to good old Oak. Suppose there's nothing else for it. Otherwise, here's another fun thing. See a ledge? You can drop right on down it. Makes for easy access. Pretty convenient, huh? That'll help us avoid all that nasty tall grass. May as well get on going. See? Makes the return trip super easy. Though getting back out will be a bit of a hassle. Oh well, that's just the name of the game. Oh, Professor Oak, we've a parcel to deliver to you. Weird that they don't ship, but oh well. Hey there.
Oh, Bread, how is my old Pokemon? Well, it seems to be growing more attached to you. You must be talented as a Pokemon trainer. What's that? You have something for me?
We delivered Oak's parcel. Very nice.
Ah, that's the custom Pokeball. I had it on order. Thank you. Gramps!
Goodness.
I almost forgot. What did you call me for? Oh, right. I have a request for you two. On the desk there is my invention, the Pokédex. It automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. Red and Blue, take these with you.
And we received the Pokédex from Professor Oak.
You can't get detailed data on Pokemon by just seeing them. You must catch them to obtain complete data. So, here are some tools for catching wild Pokemon.
Ooh, 5-hole Pokeballs. Very nice.
When a wild Pokemon appears, it's fair game. Just throw a Pokeball at it and try to catch it. This won't always work, however. A healthy Pokemon can escape. You have to be lucky. To make a complete guide on all the Pokemon in the world, that was my dream. But I'm too old. I can't get the job done. So I want you two to fulfill my dream for me. Get moving, you two. This is a great undertaking in Pokemon history. All right, Gramps, leave it all to me. Fred, I hate to say it, but you won't be necessary for this. I know. I'll borrow a town map from my sis. I'll tell her not to lend you one, Brett. Don't bother coming around to my place after this.
Right. Well, seems pretty self-explanatory to me. Let's go over to, Blue's house, shall we? Maybe his sister will be less rude than he is. Heck, we can hope. Hey there, got a spare map?
Grandpa asked you to run an errand? Gee, that's lazy of him. Here, this will help you.
And we get the town map from Daisy. Cool. Thank you very much, Daisy.
You can use the town map to find out where you are, or check the names of places.
It's a very useful tool. And should we give it a look in our bag, which it's in the key items pocket, we can see everywhere our journey is going to take us. Kanto's a fairly big place, and let me tell you, it's going to take us some time to explore it all. Heck, we're just starting our journey. So, next time we play Pokemon LeafGreen, we'll properly set out now that we have all the tools we need to be a proper Pokemon trainer. As always, I've been Brad. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.